right. Hello, everyone. My name is Lucas Hurley. This is my signature assignment presentation. So, jumping right into it, the film that I watched was Ponyo, a film released in 2008. It was originally a Japanese anime, but it was dubbed over to English. Um, so, a little bit of background information about my character, Ponyo. Ponyo is born into a politically powerful family in the sea. She is a fish girl. You can kind of see her original formation right here. She was a tiny little fish. Um, and this is her father, who is the king of the sea, and her mother, who is almost like a goddess of the sea. So she comes from a very powerful, almost royal-like family. Um, so a little bit about her desires of who she is, her wants. So Ponyo is longing for a connection with the human world on land. She prioritizes interpersonal relationships over material wealth or power. So very quickly jumping back, her father essentially is trying to keep her constrained down into the sea and keep her kind of performing her duties as a princess. But just like the Little Mermaid, there's actually a lot of similarities. Ponyo realizes that she desires human connection, and once she kind of escapes out to the uh, human world on the land, she quickly kind of develops a connection with this boy, which we'll read more about. So her interactions with Sasuke. This is Sasuke right here. Forgive me if I'm kind of butchering his name. Ponyo embraces Sasuke despite socioeconomic differences, and her friendship highlights transformative power of genuine human connection. So, a quote that I kind of thought kind of summarized this whole film very well is by Eric Erickson, and it's life doesn't make any sense without interdependence. We need each other, and the sooner we learn that, the better for us all. Um, so pretty much, Ponyo she does not care about her royal like family or her duties or the material wealth or anything that comes with it. Even though the only satisfaction that she is getting from the human world that she wants out of it is the human connection with this boy right here, who she quickly realizes is more important to her than what her father is trying to constantly tell her what she has waiting for her down at the ocean. Uh, so connecting this film to the theories that we've learned throughout our class. The first one is the nature versus nurture debate. Ponyo's dilemma reflects the debate on the influence of genetics versus environment on development. Right here, real quick, you can see her fish-like body is actually because of her desire to be like a human, to become a human, and to feel emotions with humans. She actually adapts her physical body so that she can perform the duties and physical abilities that she needs to become a human and to live like a human. Uh, Eric Erickson's psychosocial development. Ponyo's journey parallels Erickson's stages, emphasizing the importance of human connection and identity and formation. We see that throughout the film, especially with her interactions with the boy. Freud's psychoanalytical theory. Ponyo's adaptation to human culture and her interactions with Sasuke illustrate stages of inner conflict and unconscious drives. Throughout the film, we really see that her adaptation to the human culture really it's very quick. It's very sudden. She goes from like a fish girl to this toddlerhood body in just a matter of I don't know, hours or days. I can't really remember, but it's a very quick transformation. And she quickly adapts, which is great for her. She does that through social learning and through observational learning. Here are the definitions for them. I don't have enough time to go over it, but essentially the role of modeling, which this boy does, you can kind of see it perfectly throughout this scene in the film, where she's following the boy around. She's kind of living in his shoes and seeing what he does from a day-to-day life as a human, and she kind of just mimics that and kind of falls in love with the idea of human culture. Um, so the call to action, some support systems for Ponyo that I thought would have benefited her. I think the number one important one was emotional support from family and friends. She didn't really have, well, she had friends, which were the humans who actually did support her, but she could have had a better support system with her father, who was the one that was constantly trying to drag her away from the things that she desired the most, which was human connection. Um, offer social networks and cultural orientation, and foster inclusivity and enhance well-being. I think if Ponyo is given the chance, once the film ends, to actually thrive in the human world and kind of learn the behaviors and the social norms of what humans do, she has to be quickly have some form of like education and a community that kind of teaches her rather than letting her like aimlessly kind of wander throughout life. Um, so now we're on to part three, where I'm reflecting about my kind of most vital moments and historical events throughout my life that kind of had the biggest impacts on me. So starting off with environmental factors. So exposure to parental conflict during adolescence. This had a big impact on early signs of depression and academic performance. Um, Essentially, my parents were separated before I was even born. And throughout my kind of whole entire life, but especially through my adolescence, I had to witness them constantly arguing and kind of putting me in the middle of it. There's a lot of like rage filled arguments and kind of just how the picture shows. A lot of nights kind of spent alone, having to be exposed to this violence. It really kind of had an impact on me, and I really was showing signs of um, high levels of depression when I was younger. Uh, so, access to support services. What I used to use as support for my depression and kind of suicidal thoughts that I used to have was using substances, especially using alcohol. Uh, I would use that to kind of help, you know, push away my depressive episodes. And I luckily kind of had the right people in my life later on who kind of helped me realize the importance of seeking professional help. Little side note: this film or this uh, thing right here is from the movie Beautiful Boy. If you've seen it before, it's a very heartwarming film. It talks about addiction, and you get to watch the journey that he kind of goes through. And I think it kind of has a very, it mirrors a lot of same themes throughout my life, just not as supportive parents. So, interactions with others. This actually wasn't until recently. I'm 26 right now, so I have 4 months of sobriety, um, and that is all pretty much thanks due to my connections with the people in my life, especially those that are in the Alcoholic Anonymous groups. They are the ones that kind of taught me all the helpful skills and tools that I need in order to kind of understand what alcoholism is, how it can worsen my depression and my behaviors, and it's shown me that without alcohol in my life, it's really opened up a lot of doors and made my mental health improve, my physical uh, body improve, my cognitive thinking. So it's just overall kind of been helping me with my resilience and my coping strategies. So I think it's a very important part of my life right now. So with this newfound kind of knowledge and experience that I have, especially with Alcoholics Anonymous, I want to use this life experiences and the education that I've received to kind of spread the message of, creating safe spaces and promoting mental health awareness, especially in about teenagers and especially in young men, because I think that it's not normalized as much as it should be. And as someone who kind of went through that and did ask for help, I felt let down by the system. So I'm hoping that my influence by becoming part of the system will kind of reach out and kind of help uh, those adolescents who are struggling like I used to. And my main objective, kind of as this youth mentor, is to become a positive male role model, whether that is later on in my life as a father, an uncle, no matter what career I'm working as. I want to make sure that I'm doing my part in kind of redefining masculinity. I want to challenge stereotypes and promote emotional expression. I want to foster resilience, confidence, and really a sense of belonging. Um, and I really haven't seen much of that except for with my newfound love for Alcoholics Anonymous, which has helped change my life. Real quick, this is Tyler Durden from the movie Fight Club. He's pretty much the epitome of toxic masculinity. And right here is a little podcast I watch with two positive male role models who kind of, I think align with all my objectives in life. So thank you very much. I put down this information down here just in case anyone needs it. You never know. I wish I had it when I was younger too. So thank you very much for watching this signature assignment, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your semester.